Hi everyone, and today I'll be reading a Neuvillette listener by me. So let's get into it. Neuvillette was a very gentle man. You knew that. He was the gentlest person you've ever seen. And the way that he treated you was akin to how he treated his Archon. That amount of gentleness, that amount of respect, but even more than that. Because you were his lover, and you were quite different. To him, you were special. You were someone that he should care for, someone that he was obligated to protect, and make sure that he could keep that smile on your face, that he would do his absolute best to prevent anything from making it go away. That was a duty that he swore to himself that he would uphold, no matter the difficulties and challenges in doing so. He believed in the importance of such a goal, and he knew that it would be something that would be worthwhile. The smiles that he sees, the shine and brightness in your eyes, and the laughter of yours that can always make his day, no matter how gloomy it may be. But it seems that as of late, things have been rather complicated, at least to a point where you felt as though you could not tell him the truth about an ongoing problem. It was not really a problem, but to you, it felt like it was. And that's why you knew you had to fix things. You had found out that you were pregnant, and you had no idea what to do with that information. Should you go tell him? Should you just ignore it until he finds out on his own? What would his reaction be like? Were you even ready for a change like that? A change that would undoubtedly make your life completely different in every way imaginable? You knew you were not. And yet you had no idea what to do. Neuvillette did not seem to be opposed to the idea when you talked about it, but he thought he wanted to wait a little bit until he was better with his own emotions. He felt as though having a child when you could be emotionally constipated, or at least not as expressive as you should be, would be bad. You should learn how to be more expressive and more, well, affectionate, really, and be able to express his love in words. It was something the two of you were working on, and something he was getting really better at. You did not want him to doubt himself, but you were also scared. You felt as though you yourself were not prepared, and you had no idea if this was the right time for such a thing. But Neuvillette was no fool. He knew you were hiding something, and you had to tell him. That's why, one night, he cornered you. Please, Ryan. Please. You need to tell me what you're hiding. I can't do this. I have been worrying about you. I have been thinking, and yet I cannot reach a conclusion. I cannot find what is making you hide, nor can I justify it. Must you keep me away so far from you, and let my heart hurt like this, over and over? He asked, and you felt guilt claw at you. You had no idea what to do at this point, and you felt as though, well, you had to tell him. It would be inevitable, and knowing that he was hurting by you not telling him the truth, it made it more of an urgent matter, really. Well, Neuvillette, I hope you're not upset by what I'm saying, but it seems that I'm pregnant. That's all. I had no idea how to tell you. It's a lot to take in, even for me. I was worried you wouldn't want it. I'm still scared that maybe you would not. What do you think, Neuvillette? You ask him, welling up, And you notice the look of confusion on his face, the way he seems to be a little bit hesitant. But then he just sighs, hugging you close and holding you within his arms. I did not expect this, but I don't know why you doubted me. Have I proven to you that I'm not trustworthy? Or that I would leave you somewhere along the road? No, Neuvillette. You never did such a thing. I believe in you, and I know you love me. I just did not want to trouble you, and I felt as though I was not ready myself. If you're not ready, then you may think about it. You don't have to go through with this, Mayan. But I was worried about you, and I do not appreciate you hiding this for so long. I know, Nivi. You tell him, feeling upset with yourself, and you think he's truly mad at you. But he doesn't have the heart to do this. Not when you're carrying his child, and as anxious as he might be. He wants this. Of course, he will not force you if you don't. But he hopes that maybe the two of you can try, or at least think about it for a little bit longer. And that's when he takes you into his arms, carrying you gently and kissing your face. I may be upset and disappointed, but I shall not stop loving you. He smiles softly, blushing as you bury your face into his neck while he holds your body close. You listen to his heartbeat, and you feel him stroke your hair gently, his hand going through every strand, making you relaxed. All the stress of hiding and lying and trying not to tell him until you were ready and prepared, it was all gone now. And here you were, with Neuvillette, as he held you and felt like he was holding his world within his arms. You, and maybe his future child, if things may go alright. He does not mind the outcome, and it will be utterly fair if you decide. But for now, he will let the joy of having this consume him. He may not be able to express it properly, but you can already tell from that smile on his face and the way he holds you so fiercely close to him.